What's up everyone, and welcome to day one of the Thrill to the Weekend readathon. So I am actually about to head out the door to go to work. Today is my first day back at work. I work at a college, so I usually have the summers off and then I go back for the 9 months that is in like the fall and the winter semester. So I'm not exactly sure how much reading I'm gonna get done, just because it's just our training days. It's not our normal like business hours where I can prep and kind of listen to an audiobook at a few hours of the day. But maybe we will get out early because we have 3 training days, and so it would be nice to get out a little early and be able to have a little bit more time to read. But also I'm just trying not to stress this readathon and just kind of like, you know, if I only read one book, that's totally okay. Like, it's not a race. This is just a readathon for us to kind of like chill and hang out together, hence the Discord and the movie watch and the live show and all that kind of stuff. All right, these are the 3 books that I was planning on reading or getting to for this readathon. So we have Infinite by Brian Freeman. This is the buddy read, and so there will be a book discussion in the Discord. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to start with this one. I do have the audiobook for it now, and so this would be just a great one to start out with. And it's kind of like Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, and I've heard a lot of people say really good things about it, so I think that it'd be a good one even if it's the only one that I read for the readathon. I really like time travel alternate reality ones, so this is a safe bet. Then I also have The Cellar by Natasha Preston, and I've heard really great things about this one too. It's probably really fast paced because I think it's a young adult thriller, so maybe I would be able to get to this one, but I don't think I have the audiobook for this, so this might be my 3rd choice to start, depending upon if I could get, you know, books read while like making dinner and doing other things. Then the last book, this I actually do have on Scribd. This is still missing, so I do have the audiobook for this, so I would be able to possibly get this read more than if I was just sitting and reading it physically. But I did really like Chevy Stevens when I read her book Those Girls. I gave it 5 stars, so I think I'm going to also like this one. And I believe that this one is about a girl that is kidnapped. I actually don't know what The Cellar is about. Maybe I should have read that. Okay, this one is also about kidnapping, so I guess I have 2 books that are about kidnapping, but we love a good kidnapping story. I'm actually going to bring this book to work with me just in case, you know, on my lunch break. I already packed my lunch and everything last night because we don't have like food there yet. We're just kind of like, I think we might be doing coffee training, but I do actually have a lot of things to do. I also started a Beachbody workout program called Let's Get Up with Shanti, and I am loving it. But today would be day 3, so when I come home from work I need to work out, and I probably need to make dinner or start making dinner before I work out. But when I make dinner, I'll try and listen to an audiobook. Then I think I can get some reading in, and then we have the movie watch at 9 p.m, which I'm really excited about. And then I gotta go to bed early at 11 because gotta wake up again at 7 a.m. the next morning for work. So let's hope today I get some good reading in. Okay, hello, it is 5 o'clock. I just got home from work. I'm gonna go grab my tripod because I got, I think, a gift in the mail. My friend Erin reached out to me and she was like, did you get your mail? And I was like, no, not yet. She's like, well, you need to. So I'm really excited to see what it is. I did not get any reading done yet today because today wasn't a regular work day. Like, we have training actually all 3 days that this readathon is, so I'm not like washing dishes and being able to like listen to a book or anything. But I am going to be getting dinner ready, and I'm going to start listening to an audiobook. Now that I have you guys up here, I can look at the mail that I got. Oh my gosh, I think my Taylor Swift bookmarks came in. This is not from Erin, but I ordered these Taylor Swift bookmarks from Etsy, and I think that they just came in. Oh my gosh, I love it! Oh my gosh, it looks so cute. Hold on, let me take it out of here. I'll link the Etsy store down below. I got that red lip classic thing that you like. Oh my gosh, it's 1989 Taylor Swift, which is one of my favorite albums of all time. Love that album, but it is so gorgeous. And she makes them for all different Taylor Swift eras. So there's like Fearless, there's Reputation, there's Folklore, you know, all that. Okay, she said, I love you to pieces. I'm so sorry you're being dealt the shittiest of hands right now. I can't do anything to help and that sucks, but you are a beast, from Erin. She's talking about my most recent IUI. Was unsuccessful, unfortunately. And so I'm actually working on, I'm gonna get another IUI this month, but I started doing research into IVF because I'm afraid that that's like where we're headed for. But anyway, let's see what this is. This is so sweet of you, Erin, to like think about me. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my God. This is so Erin. Excuse my language. I don't know if you guys can see this. It says, you got this. I love that so much. It's a bracelet and I love that it says that on it. Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. Thank you so much, Erin. That definitely made me laugh after yesterday. I was like kind of crying a lot because I spent like 2 hours trying to like find out, like I was on the phone with my insurance company trying to find out like what part of IVF would be covered, and I literally learned nothing. And I just wanted to scream because why is it so hard for people to say, oh, if you want to get IVF done, it is $10,000 or it is this much. Like I literally still know nothing. So this made my day. Thank you so much, Erin. Okay, I started thawing a whole chicken yesterday because I thought the easiest thing for me to do would be to just throw it in the Instant Pot, and it takes about an hour, and Alvin's probably not going to be home until like probably 7 or so. So that's perfect for me to throw it in, and then I can work on dinner a little bit later after I like work out and listen to some audiobook and stuff. So I'm just gonna pull out my Instant Pot and literally throw the whole chicken in, put some spices on it and a cup of water, and pressurize it for 60 to 70 minutes. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Wanted to do a quick update because I am heading to bed. It's 11 o'clock and I have to wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning so I can go to work. But I just finished the movie watch for the readathon, and I also made it 80 pages into Infinite, which is the buddy read for the readathon. So I'm starting chapter 10. Well, tomorrow I'm gonna start chapter 10. This is actually pretty good so far. It's giving me like dark matter vibes. It's about this guy who he actually he had like a crazy childhood because his dad killed his mom and then committed suicide, and then him himself, like, we read about how like him and his wife, I guess, were having some marriage problems, and then they got in a car accident, but I think it like went like into water and stuff, so like he couldn't get his wife out, and his wife like died. But now he's like seeing other versions of himself, but like he thinks he's like hallucinating. So like he like sees somebody and he's like, that's me. But then like they leave and he's like, no, maybe that wasn't me. Like maybe it's just in my mind. But in what I found out right now, like he's actually like, there's this doctor and the doctor knows him, but he doesn't know the doctor. And so it's like all in this like very weird, like, is it multiple universes? Is it not? Is it a science experiment gone wrong? Like that type of thing. But the movie watch, we watched Things Heard and Seen on Netflix, and it was actually like pretty good up until the end. The ending is absolutely awful, but what made the experience so good was that I was chatting with like everyone that's doing the readathon right now. We're all in the Discord, and highly recommend, like if you missed this round of Thrill to the Weekend, like you have to get in the next round and hop into the Discord because it is so fun. And I mean, there's probably like thousands of messages from the movie watch because we were all like sending gifts and like saying all this like fun stuff. It was just awesome because like even if the movie wasn't that great, like we were all making fun of it together or like trying to predict what was going to happen, and it was just so entertaining. I loved it. So I'm actually really glad that I like have other things going on in this readathon. Like it's not just always about reading as much as possible, like it's also about like building relationships with like you guys, and it's just so nice. So I really loved the movie watch, definitely doing that every round. And I'm going to head to bed because yeah, work in the morning, and then I'm gonna try and read a bunch before the live show tomorrow. Hello, welcome to day 2. It is obviously like the afternoon. I just got back from work because I had to work again at 8 in the morning. And I think I've decided that I am not going to work out today, and I'm just gonna go take a shower and make dinner and try and read as soon as possible. So I'll probably listen to the audiobook while I'm taking a shower because I have to like wash my hair and stuff. But then the live show is tonight, and so I want to get as much reading in as possible because I at least want to finish one book for this readathon. And tomorrow I might actually have only half day at work because we just get to leave whenever we're done with all the prep. So if I have a half day, I can get in so much reading done tomorrow, and who knows, maybe I could finish like a book and a half, maybe 2 books if I really push myself. So we're gonna skip exercising today and just go straight into shower and reading. This has been one of my first check-ins like in a while, but I am on my reading sprint. We're about to tell scary stories in the dark, so I wanted to do a quick update. I'm on chapter 27, page like 222 in Infinite. I am gonna try super hard in order to try and get this book done today. I actually only have like maybe less than 100 pages left, so I think that I will be able to get it done if I stay up a little late, which is actually good because tomorrow my schedule changed a little bit. I don't have to be at work at 8 o'clock, I have to be at work at 9. So I think after we tell the scary stories in the dark on the live show, I'm going to try and just knock out the rest of the book and then go to sleep. And I think tomorrow we're only gonna have like a half day at work, and then maybe tomorrow I can literally just like binge a whole nother book when I get home. So if I can do that, I'm probably gonna pick up Still Missing because I have the audiobook for that, and it's a lot easier for me to like read and listen at the same time and like stay on schedule and just do it really fast. So I'll probably do that. But so far with Infinite, I am liking it, but it's not something that I'm like super in love with. I think because I've already read multiple books. Actually, someone on the live show had made the comparison of like this being almost like dark matter, but then on the opposite end being like the Midnight Library. And I do see that comparison, and I think because I recently read the Midnight Library, it's just not super hitting for me because I've already read books that are like that. So I don't know, that's an update so far. I'm not really going to give you guys a lot of details because it's hard to like explain or understand the story without giving out any spoilers. And there are a lot of twists. Like there are some really good twists at the end of the chapters. A lot of people said that it kind of reminded them of like a John Mars book. So if you've read John Mars, the writing style does seem pretty similar, and a lot of people actually are liking this book, but then some of them also haven't read Dark Matter. So yeah, I don't know, but I'm liking it. I'm just not loving it.
With a serial killer when she was 17 years old. So I'm going to tell you the story of John Norman Chapman. He's also known as the Michigan Murderer.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to day 3. Okay, so I thought I was going to be able to finish this book last night, but I was tired. So I ended up going to bed, but I woke up at pretty much the same time this morning as I did the last 2 days, even though I don't have to be at work until 9. So I just sat and tried to finish the rest of this, but I have to get ready for work now and leave. And I'm like 20 pages away from the ending, and I just want to know like what happens. It's like definitely getting more fast paced here at the end, and I am so intrigued to find out like what is happening, especially since everyone that has finished this has been like, oh my gosh, that ending, like what does it all mean? So I can't believe that I have to go to work now and I still haven't finished this book. So I'm gonna go to work, and then as soon as I get home, I'm gonna sit and finish it, and then I'm going to try and start a new book and just binge read the rest of the day. Hello. Okay, so it is almost 4 o'clock. I got off of work and then quick like took a shower, and then I finished the rest of Infinite because I had like 20 or 30 pages left. So I went ahead and finished this, and then I went into the Discord to the book discussion because I know that everyone started discussing around 12, and so I answered the questions and like talked with everyone about it. So I think I'm gonna rate this like a 3.5 to 4 stars. I have to think about it because this was like a pretty thrilling book, and if you like dark matter, if you like parallel universes, if you like the Midnight Library where you're thinking about, you know, living in a different life because that life is better than the one that you currently have, like this book does hit all those points. It fits all of that, and I think a lot of people will like this book if they like books like that, or you know, just topics in general like that. For me, I think I hyped it up so much in my mind that when I got to the ending, I was a little bit like unsatisfied with it, which is why I'm like, oh, do I rate it like a 3.5 or a 4? Like, was it good enough to be a 4? I have to think. But I definitely recommend like reading it. I think like most everyone, I think, rated it a 4 or a 5 in like the book discussion, but I was pretty disappointed in the ending because the way that it ended would have been fine, but then there was like an epilogue, and I was very confused by the epilogue, and I just think it was unnecessary in my opinion. Maybe I guess if there was like a second book or something, then the epilogue could make sense. If there was a second book, I don't think that there is. But the way that it was written, I just think it should have just ended the way it was without the epilogue. And I don't think I would have rated this 5 stars unless I read this before reading Dark Matter. I think that because Dark Matter was like the first book that I ever read about parallel universes, that's why I love that one so much. Whereas like I wasn't as shocked about like outcomes and things that happened because I've already experienced that in a book before, you know? Okay, but this was a really good book. I'm glad that we did it as a buddy read because it had great discussion. I mean, it actually is a very good book for discussion. I am now going to be picking up Still Missing because I'm going to try and binge this for the rest of the day. I have the audiobook on Scribd, and I don't think that this is super big. Oh yeah, it's like right at 300 some pages. So like 340 pages, so not that bad at all. I'm gonna try and read this and get it done by tonight because I don't have to be at work early tomorrow. I actually close tomorrow. So I'm really excited. I think that this one is about, yes, this one is about Annie, who is 32, and she has been abducted. She had 3 goals: sell a house, forget about a recent argument with her mother, and be on time for dinner with her ever-patient boyfriend. I really like that she's 32 because that's like kind of in my age range. I'm 29, and it's nice sometimes to read books with characters that are like similar either to like things that you're doing in life, goals that you have, the age that you are, you know, like that type of thing. So it looks like someone that is coming to the open house pulls up in a van and I guess kidnaps her. Oh, it's interwoven with the story of the year Annie spent captive in a remote mountain cabin, which unfolds through sessions with her psychiatrist. So we'll have to see if I like this. I love like kidnapping stories. I'll have to see if I like the whole like psychiatrist retelling part. We shall see. So I'm gonna start listening to this on audio and I'll try and update you guys and let you know like what it's about and how it is. But I actually got another package from Hello Lovely. So I actually got a package from them the other day. So I'll just include that right here so that way you can see that. Looky what we got here. This is from Hello Lovely. Now, if you haven't been watching all of my videos, I am a Hello Lovely rep, and Hello Lovely is a bookish company and shop. Becca actually curates like these really cool like romance book packages together, and then she also has a bunch of merch like t-shirts and bookish mugs and all this kind of stuff. And I got a little package and I'm going to open it up to see what it is. I don't even remember what this is. And with me being a rep, I have a 15% off discount code. So I'll put it up on the screen here, and all the information is always down in the description box. I can never get stuff open, I'm so bad. Let's see what's in here. It's a mug. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. My husband is gonna kill me for how many mugs that I have. This is perfect. It says audiobooks are real books, which they are. I listen to audiobooks all the time, and oh my God, this is literally adorable. I love this so much. Oh my gosh. If you guys wanna get one, 15% off, go grab one. I cannot wait to drink out of this. This is gonna be so great. Okay, now that you saw that, I'm going to go and open this package. Yeah, so this is super exciting. I can't wait to see what's in here because I actually don't know. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's a t-shirt and it says, "My dog, my book, my snack, and my TBR stack." That is so cute. I'm going to have to take a picture of me wearing this and like hold Graham or something with a book. This is adorable. And it's super, super soft and it's thin. And I love that because I prefer my t-shirts to be like really thin and really like comfortable and cozy. And I got a bigger size because I love like what's that called? Like oversized things. So can't wait to try that on. Oh my gosh, there are so many goodies in here. Okay, it looks like there's 3 things. This is, oh, that's so cute. Okay, so it has this little skeleton with this book on it, and on the back it says, "Bury me next to my TBR." Oh my gosh, so that's on the back and it looks absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to wear this during like all of Halloween and take like Halloween-y pictures with it. That is so cute, I love it. And this little skeleton is adorable. Oh my gosh, love that, that is amazing. Okay, then we got a really awesome, nice hoodie. And this one says Bibliomania University, established 1965. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. And it has like the hood, so it's an actual hoodie, not just a sweatshirt. Oh, and it has like the pockets. I cannot wait to wear this. Like obviously you can tell, like I have my Thrill to the Weekend one on. Love big sweatshirts, oversized t-shirts. Like that is literally, I mean, if you watch my videos, you probably see that I wear this stuff like 24/7. I mean, occasionally I'll dress up, but no, I pretty much live in this and leggings. Wow, thank you so much to Hello Lovely. And you guys can use my code Jacqueline15 to get 15% off and order. All of this stuff is now brand new to the shop, and you definitely wanna get your hands on it because it can definitely sell and won't be in stock. So get it while you can. Gosh, this is so soft. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to wear these things. Okay, back to reading, so that way we can finish this readathon having completed 2 books, because that's my goal. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, guys. I am 112 pages, or 113 pages, I guess. I am on chapter or slash session 11, and still missing. Sorry, there's like shadows and stuff. So far, this book reminds me a lot of, is it The Good Girl or Good Girl by Mary Kubica, where it is about this guy kidnaps the girl and takes her to this like remote cabin, and he is like not letting her go, obviously, and so he is raping her, torturing her, and he does impregnate her. So she is carrying his baby currently. The chapters are like told through the perspective of like she is technically telling her psychiatrist this. So I don't know, I guess we should just assume that she escaped, but obviously we know that she escaped because of the chapters being told this way, because it's like after she escaped, this is just what she's telling her psychiatrist or whatever. But the interesting part that I've gotten to now is that we've learned a little bit more about the guy. Like, she calls him the freak, and it is pretty dark. Like, I'm actually, at first I wasn't super loving the beginning. I thought that it just was a little boring, and it was very like, I don't know if I should say like 2-dimensional, but obviously it was really only talking about like 2 characters. But now that we've gotten a little bit more of the backstory and we know a little bit more about the freak, it's definitely getting more interesting. So he claims about how he was a foster child and he didn't have very good foster parents at first, and then I guess this lady came to adopt him who is now his mom, and she was very inappropriate with him, and I think like sexually harassed him as a child without him really understanding what that meant. And I think that she was just also messed up in the head. So anyway, hearing him tell Annie about like growing up like that, certain things that he talks about in the story is like why he's particular about certain things. And I think that definitely when you're raised in a situation like that, that is a lot of the time how, like, you know, serial killers and other people are created from other messed up people. So I can, like, from that, I can understand why he doesn't think like what he's doing is wrong, because he even said that like, his mom like chose him from the foster home, and he's like, just like I chose you. Like, he thinks that kidnapping her was like him choosing her. So I can definitely see, like, it's very interesting with just the psychological point of view, you know what I mean? And I'm hoping that we see more of that in here, because so far, like, there's not really any action, there's not really any thrilling parts, if that makes sense. So it's just the storyline being told of like dark events, dark people. That is the interesting part. Everything else is just kind of bland right now. Okay, the chapter that I just read, chapter 13, was really good, and I can't believe that what happened in the chapter, like that happened. I did not see that coming, and it is very, very extremely sad. It's definitely made me like already like this book better than I was. I wonder if it's gonna get like even better, or if that was like the high point. I don't know, but like I don't know how I would live after what happened. I really don't know. All right, you guys, I finished my second book, still missing, and there's only like an hour and 20 minutes left of the readathon. So I think that I did really, really well. I'm really proud of myself for reading 2 books within 3 days. and like going back to work and all that kind of stuff. So let's talk. I already kind of like updated you guys with Infinite. Still, I haven't decided 3.5 to 4 stars. And then with Still Missing, unfortunately, I'm going to be giving this book 2 stars. So this book is a kidnapping story, but part of that is only like, I would say up to halfway through the book, and then it kind of like totally switches roles. I did enjoy like the kidnapping part, and there was definitely like, when I updated you guys, the one part that was like really getting to me, really loved that part. It was my favorite part of the whole entire book. But then the whole second half and the ending, not good. The ending was like predictable, but also very unrealistic. And I was like, you know, I was thinking, I was like, okay, it feels like this is where Chevy Stevens is taking us, but I was like, there's no way, like there's no way that she's going to make that the ending. And then she did, and my eyes were just rolling so hard. I thought it was not a good ending at all. I just felt like, I almost felt like it took away from the reality of the first half of the book of like someone being kidnapped. And if you've read this book, maybe you know what I'm talking about. But like, I would have rather just not had, it's so hard to explain without like giving away anything. So I guess I won't be able to explain exactly what I mean by that. But I just do not think that it was executed very well, especially in the second half. I also didn't really like the way that it was told. So like, this is technically told from Annie, who is the one that's kidnapped, to her like psychiatrist. But even though that was supposed to be like, oh, this cool original, like, you know, it's told so differently, it just didn't really make sense. Like, the writing was pretty much the same as if you would have just been following Annie along. But then it had really weird, like, just like, oh yeah, like, Doc, like, this is what I thought. And I don't know, it just came out of nowhere. If you do like the kidnapping trope, and if you did really like the first half of this book, I think that you should read Dear Child, because I read that a couple months ago and I liked it way better than this one. I thought it was done way better. I think I ended up giving it 4 stars. And so I would definitely recommend that one over this one if you were interested in the kidnapping trope. I also really liked The Good Girl by Mary Kubica, and that one I also think I gave 4 stars, but I did read that a few years ago. And all 3 of these books seem to be pretty similar, with this one being my least favorite. Okay, so that's it. Those were the 2 books that I read for the readathon. The next round of Thrill to the Weekend is going to be sometime in December, because this happens quarterly. I will definitely let you guys know, and I'll keep you guys updated if you are in the Discord chat. But very excited. I am so thankful for all of you guys who participated, and it was so fun. So thank you for watching the movie. Thanks for coming to the live show. Thank you for doing the buddy read. It was a lot of fun. So I'm really excited for the next round, and I hope you guys had a great time. I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys very soon in another video. Bye everyone.